Alliance blog, the Alliance blog, the Alliance blog. Alliance? If you put an S in front of Alliance, you have Salience. That's me.
If it wasn't discrimination. And you have the nerve. No. You have the nerve to sit there on your high horse and preach to these bottom-feeding dwellers who sit in the chat room like Alliance blogs who've been doing this for over a decade, still only got 2,000 followers. Yeah, I see you. You're a jabroni and a ham sandwich, and I don't want to hear from you ever again about what the NWA is supposed to do. This is what pro wrestling is supposed to be. This is what the NWA is supposed to be. No. You don't tell anyone what the NWA is supposed to be, and you certainly don't lecture me about what the NWA is supposed to be. I made the NWA.
Why are you excited to be here tonight?
Because I'm just excited.
Yeah. No other explanation. Now, I do believe, tell me the truth. Is it true that your dad has a ringside seat but didn't get you guys ringside seats?
That is true, but it's because of his YouTube channel, okay? It's his YouTube, okay?
Her dad's an influencer. Let him go, guys. But your dad's awesome, right?
Yeah,
See, he's awesome! Yeah! Give it up for Claire. Thank you so much, Claire. High five. Yeah!
What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Alliance Blog Podcast, a presentation of alliance-wrestling.com, your number one source for news and for information for the National Wrestling Alliance. My name's Jay Cal, and with me tonight, got a special treat. We're talking to the stalwart of the NWA Junior Heavyweight Division, also part of the conglomerate that is known as the Lost. Tonight, we're speaking to Alex Misery. Alex Misery, welcome to the show, man. How are you?
How am I? The fun is just about to begin. How are you? Tell me.
I'm
You
doing
look a little
great, man.
familiar. Do I know you? Have I seen you on TV?
You've seen me around for sure, man.
No, I know you. You're Kevin Owens.
Oh shit.
Yeah, that's the right guy. Yeah. Hey, shut up. Don't stop. He's Kevin Owens tonight. How's your day? Don't mind me. I'm just having fun. I'm just having a blast.
We're both having a good time now. Hey, first and foremost, man, I got to tell you, I was in Philadelphia for the Crockett Cup. I got to see you live and in person. It's not the first time, actually, because I was there also at the 76th anniversary show. And I do believe I've checked you out a couple times, whether it was back in the where else in Forney, Texas as well. I think I saw you there. I think. And first of all, I'm a fan of the work, man. I noticed that you kind of fill a hole, and I mean this in the most positive way possible. You fill a hole that's on that NWA roster. A lot of guys kind of stick to the mat wrestling. There's not a lot of risk takers. And honestly, it's you and Colby Carino really are the only two on the roster that take those kind of risks. And I want to ask, like, is that by design? Was that the plan all along, to be a risk taker when it comes to pro wrestling?
Since I was a boy, I've always loved taking risks. It's something that I've been doing since I was 4 when I first got in the wrestling ring. I tossed myself. My first moonsault off the top rope. Literally, true story. You can ask anybody that knows me. Since I was 4 years old in that ring. See, I think a lot of people lack that push, that little mental, spark of insanity. I think people like to stick to traditions. I like to break them. Why? Because sometimes you need to break the tradition to get to where you need to get to the top. And pretty soon, keep your eyes open. Because I'm telling you, once I break that tradition and they see very soon the Lost is gonna be at the top.
So, are your aspirations then to carry the group, the Lost, to the top, or is it to get Alex Misery to the top? I mean, because those are two very different
The
plans.
vision, listen, the vision, you cannot question the vision. Right now, we have the sinister minister himself. He is guiding us, he is helping us guide to that goal, that end point. See, but I don't want to spoil the fun now, do I? See, you're just going to have to sit there, wait, and see what the Lost is capable of. It's just the beginning, remember. Just the beginning.
Well, that's
telling him, yeah, I know, right? It's freaking crazy. Shut up. Stop. It's my time. My time.
who?
My
Who?
time. Listen. Sometimes Gags likes to creep up on me, all right? And I have to tell him to go away. It's okay. He's a silent creeper, but hey, do not out the gimp.
That's I don't think I'd want to out gimp the gimp. That
Don't.
that's a little uncomfortable thinking about the gimp. Do you guys? I mean, obviously, when it comes to pro wrestling, everyone's from a different place. You're in Florida, I believe, correct?
See, Florida is the most crazy insanity. I don't know. I'm pretty sure you could agree that Florida is insane. It's full of crazy people. What better place for the unhinged chaos than Florida? I could be the next Florida man. Who knows?
I've heard about the Florida man. My kids talk about the Florida men and women.
Well, you're going to remember the Florida man known as Alex Misery. And don't forget that September 5th is just around the corner. Tampa, we're getting there. NWA. Don't blink, because you just might miss it. And I think you know what I mean. I
have no clue. I have no clue what you mean, but
you know what I mean. You know exactly what I mean.
Hey, it's your boy Jay here. We're good, man. It's okay. It's okay. You're in a safe place.
There's no such thing as a safe place. As long as the Lost walk, that is the point. We are unsafe. We are the spark. Oh, wait, no, we're not a spark of hope. What was I thinking? See, I'm battling with Alex, just Alex, but Misery is here right now. And he needs to control every part of what's about to happen. And what is about to happen is... So I shouldn't spoil it, right? But it's so fun. Why not? They're gonna miss it. Yeah, you're right. Whatever.
Well, we'll see it on Roku, right?
We will. Hey, maybe you will, maybe you won't. But speaking of Roku, it's Monday today. So tomorrow, that means there's a brand new episode. So you better tune in, or I will find you. And trust me, I will. Because I will.
No, I will be tuning in. Of course, Power, the flagship of the National Wrestling Alliance, and a program that you appear on quite regularly with your brethren in the Lost. Now, let me ask you, Alex, did the miserably faithful walk so that the Lost can run?
Whatever it is that happened to them, I don't care. See, we are taking whatever was left. No, see, we don't take and rebuild. No, we are building a brand new slate. Whatever happened with Miserably Faithful, that is on them. That is their mistake that they failed. The point is, the Lost is here to prove a point. And though right now it may be a little difficult to see, Just wait. Time does its thing. And pretty soon we'll be the most dominant, unstoppable force in all NWA. Whether it's the tag team division or the junior heavyweights, the eyes are on you. So just look out.
So I want to make sure, number one, that I'm not offending, and number two, that I'm correctly identifying who I'm speaking to. Am I speaking to Alex? Am I speaking to Misery? Or am I speaking to somebody else entirely right now?
See, that's the problem. Misery is always there, but it's a little more difficult than that. See, I have a little bit of something called multi-personality disorder, whatever the heck they call it. You can already tell. So it just depends. You do not offend. You cannot offend Misery, but do not overlook the loss, because that's where you will fail. Are you
Misery
lost? Because
No.
when I see you and I look at you, it seems like you're lost.
I feel like I know where I'm at, both here
It seems like you need some
and
guidance.
here. No, I think we're good on the guidance, but I was wondering, Misery, with your permission, I would like to ask Alex a question or two. Would that be okay, Misery?
Whatever.
Because
Ask away.
Alex is the son of the former NWA World Tag Team Champion, former NWA North American Champion, El Gran Apolo, El Leon Apolo. It rose by any other name. It still smells as sweet. A man who I got to see here in Southern California about, almost 15 years ago, 16 years ago, as part of the NWA Wrestling Showcase back in the day, defending that North American Championship, not only here in Southern California, also in Maine, all up and down the Eastern Seaboard for the NWA On Fire promotion back in the day. Also, NWA World Tag Team Champion, working with Total Nonstop Action Wrestling. A legend in Puerto Rico, IWA Puerto Rico, to be specific. And my question for Alex is, was your father an influence on you to becoming a pro wrestler? And what was it like growing up with such an established superstar and trying to live up to that name, Apolo?
Let me ask you a question. Kevin Owens.
Shit.
Do you think that my father wanted to live with somebody like me?
I mean, I don't want to speak for your pops.
I don't think so. See, because since I was born, I've been unhinged chaos since day one. And that might sound a little crazy, but believe it or not, it's true. And everybody that knows me personally will tell you that that's true. See, this isn't a gimmick. This is a reality. I am the truth that people refuse to accept. Their inner selves. Did my father have an influence? Of course. What kind of child wouldn't look up at their father and be like, man, that's my hero? Yes. He was my hero. And then when it came time to step in the squared circle, he just left me, abandoned me, threw me out to fight on my own. No guidance, no path. Literally lost, no pun intended. And from there, I showed him that I never needed him to get to where I needed to get. See, I am Alex Misery, the one and the only. Nothing more, nothing less. Now, the only thing you should be focused on is the future, not the past. He's done with, and I am the new legacy that is being built.
And I completely can appreciate that. A self-made man, that's a rare commodity in these days. And one more question for Alex, if he could still hear me, is the ties to Puerto Rico. Puerto Rico has a rich history and tradition with pro wrestling. Some of the best pro wrestlers in the world have come direct from Puerto Rico. It's been home for many legendary feuds, bloodbaths. And so I want to ask Alex, does he still feel that connection to Puerto Rico, to the islands? Or has he let go of that? Is he just, this is the lost and this is what's happening now?
There's always a trace of home. You never lose that feeling. We are always homesick. We can never deny that. See, I am the truth. I am what people won't accept. Yes, I miss Puerto Rico. Do I miss Puerto Rico? Why? Because to me, it's the most violent wrestling I've ever seen. Have you seen the rich, bloody history, whether it was Carlos Colon, Dula the Butcher, Bruiser Brody? Violence, unhinged, chaos. That is what I live for. And pretty soon, Puerto Rico's going to have to get ready because I will make my return to the island. I don't know when, I don't know where, whether it's NWA, whether it's somewhere else. It doesn't matter, but be ready because you're going to be left in shock.
Alex Misery is a very talented human being, whether he's being driven by himself or the words of the sinister minister or the words of Misery himself.
Or maybe I have the word over the sinister minister. Who knows? Control has many, many wonders.
That's an excellent point, Misery. What I was going to ask is, because obviously, we can look on your social media, Misery. It's not just pro wrestling. I mean, I follow you on TikTok and I see some amazing athleticism when it comes to skateboarding. I've never been able to, your boy Jay has never been able to ride on a skateboard and have any success with it, but it looks so effortless for you. It's almost like it's a part of an extension of your own body. Did the skateboarding, did that help with the pro wrestling? And do you skate professionally?
No, but I'm always open to professionally skate. That is the goal that I am trying to achieve. Now, see, the whole point is to get Misery all over the world, all over the place, whether it's basketball, baseball, skateboarding. Yeah, Misery can ball. I'll break your ankles. And whether it's anything, snowboarding, you name it, I am going to be everywhere. The name Alex Misery will be everywhere.
So I guess that's something we knew that the audience is learning today. You're kind of an extreme sports enthusiast as well as like ball, like you're literally on the court balling it up.
Well, growing up, you kind of had to adjust to the family mold. They want to make you this thing that you are not. And when I was younger, unfortunately, my father, because he was a professional basketball player, he wanted me to try to follow in his same steps. And it didn't work out. Even though I was pretty good, didn't work out. They tried to put me in softball. I was good. Didn't work out. They put me in baseball. Didn't work out. I was still pretty good. So you know why? Because my heart and soul, my mind belongs in the ring. How many people get to just slam guys and elbow drop them? See, that's what I live for. Go big or go home. Because you only get one chance.
The other thing I was just thinking about as we were talking, and you mentioned following in your father's footsteps. Your dad has wrestled both for Carlo Colon's World Wrestling Council, but I feel like he might have been a bigger star in IWA Puerto Rico. You wrestled for the World Wrestling Council. Did you ever get an opportunity to wrestle for IWA Puerto Rico? And was it a decision that you made to avoid IWA Puerto Rico?
See, there's many reasons for everything. Now, when I was in WWC, I was Apolo Jr. This kid lost in nostalgia, just trying to recreate something that he saw once on TV. See, I learned that was the mistake. Because yes, I was in WWC. Yes, I got to dominate next to my father, but that was the problem. They didn't believe in me because they believed that it was all because of my father. And that's where I had to learn to break the mold. So I had to leave WWC. Never step foot in IWA in Puerto Rico. Why? Because I had to get my name out somewhere else, somewhere bigger, somewhere where if I can roar loud enough, when the time comes, the island itself will remember what they missed. And you need to understand. You should understand. You should know. Because I know deep down you yourself are lost, whether you don't want to admit it or not.
I'm not
You,
lost.
yes, you are.
No, I'm here. I'm
You're
here.
here. Oh, you're here.
Alex, I'm here.
Yeah, but what about here?
Oh, here
Where
matches
are
here.
you here?
Matches here.
What about here? Yeah. Can you break from here? Is the question that you should be asking.
I think I
Because
certainly
once
will.
I broke from here, then I understood the path. Then I understood what needed to be done. The rebirth. And you're witnessing it on Roku. And you're seeing it. You can feel it. And that's just the beginning of what's about to happen. And I don't think you understand how intense this means, like what this means. The loss is just getting started. You don't even understand what I'm about to. Like the sinister minister said, we are going to set the world ablaze. Oh.
Misery. Is the path to enlightenment strictly through the sinister minister, Father James Mitchell? Or is this a choice? You said that control can kind of go both ways. Are you with sinister minister to find enlightenment? Or are you bringing sinister minister to enlightenment?
See, why would I tell you exactly what my intentions are? Why would I on live stream state my intentions for the world to know? See, that's where you're going to have to just wait and see. What you're feeling right now is just the beginning of what's going to break. All you need to know is that the sinister minister, the grand finale, you will see. I won't spoil the fun. What are you talking about? I'm doing pretty good. I don't think I spoiled anything. Jeez.
Let them know you didn't spoil anything.
Hey, that's between me and him.
Let's take a few steps back. I feel like I'm too much into your zone. Let's take a few steps back. Let's talk about your debut for the National Wrestling Alliance when you showed up at Saul Win. It was your first opportunity to wrestle in front of the NWA audience. You were in the ring with Max the Impaler, with the artist formerly known as Judas. How was it for you to step into the squared circle with those people?
How was it? See, it was very unfamiliar because at the time, I kind of had to be someone that I wasn't to get to where I needed to be. And when the time was right, what perfect place in Solon? What better place than Cleveland, Ohio? Yeah, Maxie Impaler, Judas. But ask yourself this, out of all of them, the eye was on misery because I took it to the skies and I was not afraid to face those giants that stood before me. the eye of misery will continue to stay there, and you will understand. But right now, all you need to know is nothing.
Let's go a different direction. You know,
Nothing.
I know that
Nothing.
you said. I know that you had said, like, you know, your father was the past and you are the present. But I want to ask you about wrestling in Qatar for QPW. That is
Yes.
kind of
A fragment of the past. Yes, a fragment of the past. That was a wild match. Why? Because I faced 4 other men in that ring. 2 guys that were amazing tag team in Ring of Honor. Jody Flinch and Johnny Storm. And then we had Carlitos, and then we had Chris Masters. How do you think that moment, if you put yourself in my shoes, the lights are shining, the walls, the Titantron opened, and in that moment, you can see the crowd. You can just reach. Oh, and let's not forget the special guest enforcer, Animal. Yeah, what a rush, baby. See, well, may he rest in peace. He was a special guest enforcer of that match. See, there was a lot of chaos going through my mind. There was a lot of darkness. See, because at that time, I didn't know who I was. I was just a boy searching for nostalgia, chasing a shadow that I did not need to chase. But in that moment, when all the bright lights hit, in that moment, when I got punched in the face by Chris Masters, I understood what I needed to do. And I think you know what I'm talking about.
I think I do. I think that the
Yes.
opportunity to be in front of a large audience at such an early point in your career, and at that point, misery hadn't developed yet. You were still Alex.
No,
misery
see,
wasn't there yet.
I was just Apollo Jr., whatever this name is. See, I get so tired of talking about it. See, everybody likes to bring up the past, and I'm so tired of the past. The past is trauma, but the present could be so much more. So let's focus on the present. My father is gone. I'm telling you, man, I'm going to find you. I know where you live. You don't think I do, but I know where you live.
I'm sure the Registration Act, I'm sure you can find me. Let me ask you this, and I'll move on. No more questions about El Leon. No more questions about that era of pro wrestling. But just a few years ago, your introduction to the NWA, you were partnered relatively quickly with a wrestler I have nothing but the utmost respect for, a man that I've seen wrestle in Mexico City, a man that I've seen wrestle in Tijuana and Nashville, wrestling for the NWA, wrestling for the Crash, wrestling for AAA. I'm talking about Mecha Wolf. Mecha Wolf, much like yourself, Puerto Rican descent, and has a propensity to take a lot of risks. A fantastic wrestler. Your short amount of time with Mecha Wolf, what did you learn by working with the mechanical Lobo? What was that time like for you?
Stop giving up, and you can guess the rest of that. See, you got to stop caring. You need to be willing to throw yourself on the line because no one else will. Will you push yourself to the limit to where you could reach heights to where no one may even expect? Or you're going to stay down there and just wait for an opportunity to be handed to you? See, that's what I learned from him. And I have a lot of respect for Mecha Wolf, and not just in the ring, but because did you see that guy? He stepped in the power slap. And you know, he won by disqualification, but I guarantee you that if he would have had the chance, if he would have went first, that was it. Done. That's my metalhead brother. That's my metalhead brother. Yeah. See, Mecha Wolf is inspiring.
if the opportunity presented itself for a reunification, a reuniting with Mecha Wolf, would that be something you'd be interested in?
I don't know. Why do I say I don't know? Because the lost is why. Because I have a vision that I must fulfill. So if that means that he wants to join, he can join. But if he steps across from us, then he must be taken out. The choice is his. But the vision must stay in place.
You keep speaking about this vision, and I know Misery isn't going to spill the beans. There's no spoilers here. But the group is consisted of course, we've mentioned Sinister Minister multiple times. We've got Gags the Gimp, Lev, who I believe is under service to you, and as well as Crazy Steve. How did that gang come together?
It's all in that vision. In that hill, in that vision, right? There was a hill and everything was on fire, literally on fire. Buildings, cars, anarchy, chaos. But in that hill stood the Sinister Minister, and by him stood the horseman of death, of nightmare fuel. Crazy Steve being one of them. Lev, his path, he is the Messiah, and he knows and he understands what his path is, and his path is with me and the lost. And Gags the Gimp, a soul literally lost, wandering with nothing to do, but I have a vision for him. But you must wait and see.
Getting back to the present, we're like-minded. Let's talk about the now, today. Crockett Cup. You and Crazy Steve in the ring with EC3 and PB Smooth. That man is a giant.
See, he's a giant. He's a giant. Yes, he is a giant. I've heard it. He literally dashed you down, picked you up like a rag doll. But nobody acknowledges that I'm not afraid to fight a giant. I'm not afraid to go toe-to-toe with danger. And while he is a great competitor, a giant meant to slaughter, he could have so much more potential. And EC3 understands because he knows he's been through that change. What was it like when I got chopped, 3 times in the chest? See, I loved it. See, while I was suffering in pain and agony, I loved to see every strike that they gave me made me realize just why I belong in the NWA. Because nobody can handle pain the way that I can. Nobody can see and accept the truth the way that I can. Nobody will risk it all the way that I.
Misery, do you feel compelled for each match that you step out there that you have to prove that you belong to the NWA? That you
I don't need to prove anything. I don't need to prove anything. I proved it the first day that I stepped in Solwyn, the first day that I springboard dropkick that Draper, the first day that I walked out, I proved just why I belong. NWA 76, when I faced Jack Cartwheel, I proved just why I belong. When I faced Colby Carino in the No Limits match, I proved why I belong. I zip-tied that man's ears to the ropes and literally battered his forehead. I shanked his forehead with a literal piece of wood and a piece of nail that I taped underneath it. Yeah, that was, that was, yeah. Because they wouldn't let me use a knife. I proved it from day one. Now you have to endure what's about to happen, what's about to manifest before your eyes. Like I said, it's just the beginning. Just wait and see.
This question's for Alex. I've seen your work.
Alex, everybody wants normal. Nobody wants to be themselves. Gee.
I'm enjoying my discussion with Misery, but I feel like this question's better suited for Alex. We have lots of questions for everyone. Everyone's got a question to be asked. But for Alex, you know, you are a very skilled pro wrestler. And some say that you're taking risks unnecessarily. That you could get in the ring and have a 5-star wrestling match if you chose to do so. What is it about the thrill, the excitement, the rush?
That is correct. If I choose to do so, why do I not choose to? Because I'm tired of seeing the same exact thing. So I just creatively come up with my own ways to cause badness, to cause discomfort. See, because all I want to do is make you feel ill, sick to your stomach. But pretty soon you're going to look at that and you're going to like it. You're going to realize that you yourself are just like us. And I think you yourself can agree to that. Because you thrive. You thrive on what you see on television. You thrive on the madness that happens in that ring. Or do you not?
Well, I mean, of course, we're wrestling fans, and when it comes to pro wrestling, I've forever said that pro wrestling is like 31 flavors. You have Baskin Robbins of pro wrestling. There's 31 flavors of ice cream for you to choose from, and my favorite flavor of ice cream tends to be more of the high risk style of wrestling. My favorite wrestlers were always like, Rey Mysterio or Chris Jericho or like a Billy Kidman, guys who would take, dives, RVD, Sabu. Are those some of the wrestlers that you looked up to when you were breaking into the business?
See, it's a mixture. We all got to start with something. Before you can become yourself, you must pick and learn about yourself. So who did I pick? CM Punk, RVD. I don't know. There's a lot of people. Bret Hart, believe it or not. I know it's going to be weird.
No, I believe that. I see it.
Hey. Don't let Alex slip out. You are not nice. You are unhinged. Sabu is an innovator of chaos. That man has been through everything. Hell and back. Blood, guts, and everything. I take a huge inspiration from that because who in their ever-loving minds would do that? Who would put themselves in that? See, but I admire that. See, but I'm a masochist. I don't know. Maybe you liked it. Maybe you didn't. I don't know. I love it. I enjoy it. That's me. That's what I do. Now, that doesn't mean I'm going to always launch myself from it. That doesn't mean that I'm going to be high risk from the top of it. I can be dangerous in so many different ways that you can't even imagine. And Kobe experienced it. And I don't think you want to see more of that. Hey, speaking of, would you like some gauges in your ears? I know how to pierce. I got a special hole puncher waiting right for you.
I think I'm going to be 47 in November. I think I'm good.
Never too old to be.
You mentioned Colby Carino a couple times. Unfortunately, our friend Colby is out of action currently. Had some really bad misfortune in the ring, and we're hoping that he has a speedy recovery. He gets back to it soon. But do you look at Colby Carino as kind of a kindred spirit, because you two kind of carry that same torch for the, let's just say, the extreme, the dives,
I think it goes deeper than that. See,
Okay.
He understands. He knows. Everybody puts him in the shadow of his father. Something I'm very familiar with. But what people don't understand, or maybe they do, is that man is unbreakable. And don't make no mistake, this injury ain't nothing. He will come back. I can. That man is strong. If you doubt that, just wait and see. But he understands the pain, the madness, and the pressure that you must endure just to go through those curtains, just to get those lights on you. But he overcame that pressure, and he continues to do so. I admire that from him. See, I think we're very similar. They speak, yes. See, hey. The mask. I don't think you're ready for this. This mask. This vision. You're not ready for it. Hey, shh. Shut up. I'm telling you. You're pushing my buttons. Your ears are getting hot again.
In the chat, there was a question, and I think that this is kind of when we talk about kindred spirits when it comes to pro wrestling and that desire to prove that there is no risk, that no fear, no worry when it comes to pro wrestling. The question is, was Darby Allin an influence on Misery? Are you familiar with Darby Allin?
Yes, I'm very familiar with that maniac, because he's literally a maniac in a good way. In a very good way. See, because he understands. He knows. Was he an influence? I like respectfully no. I want to create my own image. I want to be me. See, I think like he's extreme sport. Like that's Darby Allin. He's like, bam, right there in your face. See, but I don't want to be in your face. I want to literally make you sick to the point till you realize that you enjoy it. That you're no different than the rest of us. Darby is a great competitor. Now imagine that. Alex Misery versus Darby Allin. Whoa, that's a vision for another time. The inspiration for violence is best kept quiet.
We do know that there has been television taped after Crockett Cup in Tampa, right? What I believe is not too far from where you are today. There was also the 77th anniversary show that took place not Saturday, but the Saturday before, and then TV's coming back to Tampa on September 5th. There's also this upcoming I believe it's the Riot Music Festival in Chicago. Can you tell us what's coming next for Alex Misery and the Lost?
Obviously, you said it yourself. September 5th, we are hitting Tampa. So be sure to get your tickets now. Why? Because if you've already seen what the Lost is capable of, then why would you want to miss what's going to happen next? Why would you want to miss the thrill, the feeling of what's going to happen? What is he going to do? Unpredictability, because that's what we are. What's next for the Lost? You need to show up and just be ready. Why? Answers in your face. Now, the Riot Festival, that's just around the corner too as well. You can catch the Unholy One, the Unhinged Chaos. You can catch me in the pit, if you know what I'm saying. Because there's a lot of great bands that are going to be there. Plus, NWA is going to be there to put on some great matches. Who knows who's going to be there? Maybe the Lost will be there. You never know who's going to be there. Everything is a surprise. Do you like surprises?
Sure, who doesn't like a surprise?
Then I challenge you to make it out to the next NWA. Yeah. Because I might just have a gift for you.
You know, you've made a couple of thinly veiled threats. I'm not sure I want to be in the NWA arena. I think it might be safer to watch on Roku.
Hey, you can watch it on Roku or you can experience it live. Why not feel what's going through my head? Why not? Yes, I know. Okay, I'm trying that. I'm not going to spill it to them, but you're like in my ear whispering and it's pissing me off. You need to witness this path that we are carving. Because even if you blink once, just one little thing, just one little bit that you miss, you will never be the same.
Yeah. I mean, you know, in the chat, our pal Rick Del Santos said, I'd be scared of a surprise from Alex Misery.
What is there to be scared of? I'm simply the truth. You just need somebody to show you it. The right person.
The path to enlightenment?
The path to enlightenment or the path to nightmare fuel. You could be so much more, but you don't even know it yet.
Misery, we have in the YouTube video description, we have links to your merchandise, links to your TikTok, links to your Instagram, links to your X account. Where should fans of The Lost, fans of Alex Misery, fans of Apolo Jr., where should they?
Hey, we do not say that name. That name has no meaning. Absolutely none. We do not speak that name.
Apologies. Corrections and retractions. If folks would like to follow you on social media, where's the best place?
You can follow me on Instagram, unhinged_misery. You can find me on X, Apollo Misery. I am everywhere. TikTok, unhinged chaos. See, I am everywhere. You can find me everywhere, even on YouTube. The word of the Lost will be spread like a virus. And pretty soon, you too will be infected by it.
I do want to say thank you, Misery, for your time this evening. I mean, obviously, I'm sure being a part of Lost and everything is it's time consuming. So I appreciate you sitting down with us for the last 50 plus minutes.
I might just go find you right now. Actually, as a matter of fact, 50 minutes of time that I could have been doing something productive. I think I'm gonna go find you now. So I will see you in a couple, I don't know, hours, maybe a day. I will see you, but hey, don't blink. You just might miss.
What the fuck? If homie shows up at my house, I'm not going to be okay with that. Guys, thanks for hanging out. That was by far the weirdest interview I've ever done. I wasn't anticipating that. Yeah, man. I hope you guys enjoyed the truth. I mean, I don't know what to tell you guys. I don't fucking know what just happened. I just spent 50 minutes talking to a guy who was talking to a guy that wasn't there. Still a big fan of Alex Misery. Can't wait to see what happens next for him. Obviously, there's many paths for the unhinged one. I would love to see Alex Misery be a part of that World Junior Heavyweight title picture. We'll have to wait and see how that shakes out. Obviously, his team with Crazy Steve at the Crockett Cup was a very interesting pairing, and I would love to see more of that as well. The great thing about the NWA, at least when it comes to this Lost, is that if Crazy Steve and Alex Misery are part of the group, you have something very, very interesting to watch in the ring. And Kikuchi, I don't think anything truer has ever been said. Out of all the interviews from Jay, this was definitely one of them. Thank you, Alex. Thank you, Misery. Thank you for being a part of this show. I'll be here tomorrow for the pre-party. I saw that Double D, Devin Dowling, had asked about the Rajah Jackson and Psycho Stu incident. I'll be happy to talk about that tomorrow. I am from Southern California. I did see a little bit about that. I do appreciate you guys hanging out with us this Monday night. We will be back tomorrow for the pre-party, as well as the Alliance guys will take place this Thursday. Same bat time, same bat channel. Appreciate you guys being here. We're going to call that a show. So until next time, we'll see you at the matches. Thanks for joining the stream. This has been a presentation of alliance-wrestling.com. We genuinely appreciate your support. Would you consider subscribing so you'll never miss a future episode? I'd also like to remind you we do a live stream every Tuesday at 5 p.m. before NWA Power. You can find us on social media at The Alliance Blog. And until next time, we are The Alliance. No, I don't know what the fuck that was. I don't know what he was talking about.